another pen. Gotta make the right decision, no, it might just be my last. People view everything differently, you touching on the back.
Coming up, it's a Titans and Colts rematch, with Tennessee getting the win back in Week 3. Indy looks to split the series for the 3rd straight year, as we get ready for an AFC South slugfest. Next.
PA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and 3rd with Tennessee.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Tannehill. That'll be caught by Dez Fitzpatrick. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry for Henry. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown!
Got my corner rolled out for you.
Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Play action. Now Wentz. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Here's Wentz to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Now a play fake. Wentz. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally You and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat, any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 80 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
First down and much more for Henry. And finally brought down at the 43.
Here we go.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming out of another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Throw left side, complete to QT. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Tannehill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, starting to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
He's got his tight end Fant. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Noah Fant, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. From the 24, Tannehill. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 154 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Derrick Henry. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Jones. Touchdown, Titans! Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Rodgers on the return.
You ready? You ready?
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Baby, all day, baby!
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
From the 22, Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Kwity Paye. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Crosby puts it through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And here's Rodgers to return.
Here we go.
Carson Wentz and the Colt offense ready to go back to work. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On play action, it's Wentz. Going right back to Fant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Come on, boy!
A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
82.
Now Wentz. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Well, he currently stands 2nd in the league in rushing, and runs like that are a big reason why. Heck, runs like that might get him to 1st.
And when you've got goals in front of you, if you're 2nd and you want to be 1st, that type of running gives you something to shoot for and hopefully attain.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Let's go. Let's do it.
230 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Henry fighting through, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return.
There we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talking about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, baby!
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Come on. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there.
Don't walk out here, man.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Again, under pressure, and they got to him again. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack on first down, under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Wentz is thrown into the hands of Pittman here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Wentz now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
They'll let Taylor try and run, but he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And here's Rodgers to return.
Come on, fellas.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised about a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Wentz now on first down. Forced out to his left.
They're going right back to Pittman.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Wentz going to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. Henry again on second down.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. A give to Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to, and the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Wentz being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throw.
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown.
Baby, there it is. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Derrick Henry, 87 yards.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers on the return.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley.
Shows his strength at the 50. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
On 1st down, Tannehill trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because of one.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Dez Fitzpatrick, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here's Rodgers to return.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And the Colts coming out now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Play action. Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Into the red zone. Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
All day, baby, let's go.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Blue there, blue there.
They'll let Taylor try and run, but he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Second down, they go again with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Titans on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Looking for Campbell downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wentz. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he wisely will throw that one away. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They fake the give. Now Wentz. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
54 is Mike. Check.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
on 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill, and incomplete on the deep ball.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Here's Tannehill. It fights him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Can't do that.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz, he'll take a shot downfield for Pittman, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That's complete. Mike Strong with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st down, Wentz. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Wentz to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have scored. So they call
called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed